everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited because I believe the day you're seeing this is the first day of the Sephora sale, the spring 2023 sale. You guys know I love the Sephora sale. The Ulta sale is fun too, but there's something about the Sephora sale that just gets me excited. So I have some information for you guys. I am going to be sharing all of my recommendations and then my kind of wish list at the end. But first let's talk about the actual tiers and when you can get everything. If you are Rouge, the sale starts for you on April 14th and then it'll end on the 24th just like everybody else. The 30% off the Sephora collection for everyone also starts that day. VIB starts April 18th and then the Beauty Insider is also April 18th through the 24th. You guys know, I just love the Sephora sale. It's a great time to restock things that you love, purchase new things that you've been wanting to try. So let's just get into it. Okay, so some of these items I don't have on me right now, so I'll just pop in some pictures. I want to start with skincare because there's some skincare items that I seriously love that this would be a great time to pick them up because they're so expensive. The first one is the Shiseido toner. I love this. I love it because I feel like it really balances out my skin. It's not stripping. I can use it at night and in the daytime. It doesn't break me out. It's just a really great toner. I believe it comes in multiple different sizes, so you don't have to buy the biggest size if you don't want to. I'm sure you could also get a smaller size, and this would be a great time to try it out. And then my second Shiseido skincare product. I've been really into Shiseido skincare lately. This is a really small travel size of it. The bigger size is in my bathroom and my husband's sleeping, so I'm not gonna go in there. But the Shiseido Ultimune, you guys, I feel like this serum has transformed my skin. I was having really bad breakouts about a month before my wedding, and then I purchased this, and oh my gosh, it's so nourishing, and I don't even know what's in it that is just such a miracle. It does so many different good things for your skin, but for me, it really helped to clear up my acne, and it's so moisturizing that I almost don't need a moisturizer at night. Like I can go without one, and I don't feel like my skin is looking more dull or anything like that. So it's seriously, it's like a magic potion. I love it. I'm definitely going to buy a new one in the sale. I was actually really happy when I discovered this because I'm almost out of my big version. So now I can use this until the sale starts. So obviously I'm pre-filming this. My next one, I'm going to repurchase this because it is a tried and true product for me. It's the IT Cosmetics Secret Sauce Moisturizer. It is such a thick moisturizer, and it's one of those where you put it on at night and you just have this gorgeous glow in the morning. It's so hydrating and it just makes your skin look so glowy and beautiful. I love it. I've been missing it. I've been using one from Tatcha that I like, but not enough to really repurchase. So that one I definitely want to rebuy. Next one, I'm just gonna kind of go in the order of how I do my makeup a little bit. So the Smashbox Primerizer, I've talked this to death, you guys know, but it's one of my favorite primers because it's really hydrating like a moisturizer, but it's also a little bit tacky, so makeup adheres to your face really well with it. I love it. It's definitely my favorite primer of all time. I just feel like it does so many good things for your skin, and it actually does help with longevity a little bit. It helps with prepping your skin really well. I love it. Next primer. I feel like you guys have heard me talk about this a lot. It's the Anastasia Eye Primer. What I love about this is that it really has, it's a white primer. I don't know how else to say it, but it's nice because I feel like the shadows really pop when you put it on your eyes, but it doesn't get super creasy. I mean, you can definitely use too much of this, but if you just put a really, really tiny dot on your eye and then I just blend it out with my finger, it's really beautiful. This is also a really great time to pick up foundations. I would highly recommend the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, just the original one. It's a great time to get it in the sale. Another one, I really love the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I hope that you got it in the Ulta sale because it was 50% off. So it was a much better sale, but I do like that one too. I just wanted to mention it in case you weren't able to pick it up in the Ulta sale. My next foundation, the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. You guys have heard me talk this to death as well. This is so pretty because it looks like skin. It looks really natural. You can build it up somewhat. I'd call it low medium coverage at the most, but it does look really pretty. I get lots of compliments when I wear it. It doesn't look cakey on the skin. Again, the caveat I always give is if you have more to cover, I wouldn't necessarily use this one because I think when you build it up too much, it starts to not look good. What you could probably do though is you could probably conceal first, or I guess you even could conceal after blemishes and then put this on. But I will say, if you're feeling pretty good about your skin, and doesn't mean if you have blemishes that you can't feel good about your skin. I just think for me personally, when I have more to cover, I don't like to use this because I just don't think it looks that good. But if I'm feeling like my skin's pretty clear, I like to turn to this. I think it's really, really pretty because I think it can look natural, or you can make it look a little bit more glam. Palettes. So I have kind of two. The Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. You guys have heard me talk this one to death as well. I really love this. If you're a neutrals lover, but you want to get a little more creative, I just think this is perfect. I wore this yesterday, and I can't tell you how many different compliments I got on my eyeshadow. I use this, what is it, Moon Magic shade. It's kind of a duochrome or multi-chrome, and I seriously got so many compliments on it all day long. I always get lots of compliments when I wear this. I think it's really pretty. You can make it look super glam. I love it so much. Pretty much the only other big recommendation I can give is if you have been eyeing Pat McGrath palettes, I think this is a good time to pick them up. Although I will say I've heard that Pat McGrath has sales all the time that are actually a lot better on her site, so I'd maybe check that out first. But I love my Divine Rose palette. It is so beautiful. I used the glitter on my wedding day. It's the most pretty glitter that I have. This is definitely the prettiest glitter topper that I own. I wore it on my wedding day, like I said. So she has a lot of these Mothership palettes. She also just released that Star Wars collection as well. I know there's a lot of controversy around it, but if you are a Star Wars fan and a Pat McGrath fan, this could be a good time. I really liked the one with C-3PO on it. That one kind of intrigued me. Anyway, good time to get palettes you've been eyeing. Oh, my favorite concealer to like highlight the face, because I do like to use concealers for that, is the Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I haven't had that in a while. I've just been trying to use up some of my other concealers, but I do really love that one. And if you really like full coverage concealers under your eyes, I don't, but if you do, that one is really good as well. I would say on a similar level to the Tarte Shape Tape. Another concealer I have really been liking is the One Size Turn Up the Base. This is super creamy, good coverage, doesn't get super creasy on me. I do really like this one. So if you've been looking for a fuller coverage, I wouldn't call this full coverage, but you can kind of build it up to a high medium coverage, and that's still like hydrating and creamy. I do really like this one. It's really pretty, super pretty. For setting powder, my favorite is still the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. It just really helps lock everything in place really well. I need to repurchase this. I'm almost done with this one, but it's definitely an OG tried and true product for a reason. I just love it. I think if you use a really little bit and you have dry skin, I still think it can work for you. If you have oily skin, I think you're gonna love this because it definitely creates more of a matte finish and really locks everything in all day. For blushes, I have a couple here that I really like. Of course, the NARS Orgasm blush is one of my absolute favorites. Peachy gold tones in here. It's really pretty. It's been one of my OG faves for a very long time. Another one of my favorites, this is like, I need to get rid of this, but it's so beautiful. It's the Buxom Primer Infused Blush in Seychelles. This is just beautiful. I love this shade. It's very bronzy. You can wear it with lots of different types of eye looks. I want to get some more shades of this because this is, I think, the only shade I've ever tried, and I really like this one. I've repurchased this several times. And a blush that's newer to me, but that I really have been liking, is this Chic to Chic blush from Charlotte Tilbury. It's in the shade Walk of No Shame, and the middle part is supposed to be more of like a highlight, and so it's really pretty all the way up your cheeks from your bronzer pretty much to where my wing is almost. It's really beautiful. I'm not wearing it today, but it's beautiful, and it's more of like a cool toned mauve shade, so it's sort of unique. I don't have much like this in my collections. If you are looking at these blushes, I do really like this shade. My favorite setting spray is definitely the Urban Decay All Nighter. You guys have heard me talk this one to death as well. It's so pretty. It locks everything in all day and all night, and it doesn't change the finish of your makeup. That's what I like about it. If you want one that's not going to change the finish but will still lock everything in, I like this one. An eyeliner I have really been enjoying and have changed my mind about for sure is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof liner. It is not the most black and pigmented in the world or the most matte, but I love the felt tip on this, which I can't believe I'm saying because normally I don't like felt tips, but it's so precise that it actually creates a really fine wing, which I like. I would use a brush tip if you want more of a defined wing like I did today, like a bigger wing, but for really precise detailing, I really like this one. I do think it, sorry, my camera overheated, so if things look a little bit different, that is the reason. I will say I do really like this eyeliner, and I'm surprised I've changed my mind on it so much. I still don't think it's like a holy grail necessarily. It's not the perfect eyeliner, but I do really like it. Now I want to get into some things that are on my wish list just super quickly, just to kind of give you an idea. I really want to finally purchase the full size of the YSL All Hours foundation. I got a sample size that I used for a couple of weeks, and I really, really liked that foundation. So I'm wanting to try it again, and I'm starting to run out of foundation, so I think this is a good time for me to purchase it. Oh, a couple other foundations. The Armani Power Fabric foundation. I do like matte foundation, so I want to try that one as well. This doesn't mean I'm going to guarantee buy these. I probably won't because it's too many things, but I'll have to think about 11th hour what I want to buy. And also the Armani Luminous Silk foundation as well. I've really been wanting to try that too. I haven't tried those two Armani foundations, but I really want to, so this might be the time. Oh, I saw Jessica Braun's Instagram reel of the Cali Ray mascara, and that's a tubing mascara that is supposed to be volumizing, so I'm really interested in trying that. I might pick that one up because I'm still looking for, I really like my Milani one, but I still wish it gave more volume, so this might be the one. I'm excited to try it. Let's see. Oh, the new Too Faced blushes. Are they called like cloud blushes or something like that? I can't remember what they're called, but I'll definitely pop in a picture. Those look really pretty, and I've heard so many good things about those. I might pick one up in the sale. And then I have two eyeshadow palettes. One is the Too Faced Better Than Chocolate palette. I love their palettes like that in the little tins, and I keep eyeing that one. I saw it in person, and at the time I had bought so much makeup, so I felt like I shouldn't buy it, but now I'm kind of wanting it, and I decluttered my original chocolate palette, and I'm kind of regretting that, so they don't make it anymore, so I feel like I might want to buy that one. And then the other palette, and I think I'm going to get it because I'm always eyeing it, it's time for me to finally just get it, is the Violet Voss Holy Grail palette. You guys, I am so weird. So you guys know I love Jessica Braun. One of my loves in life is going through YouTubers that I love, but especially like Jessica Braun and Taylor Wynn and Kelly Strack, and going to their super old videos and watching those. I know I'm really weird, but that's what I do in my spare time. And I remember she being Jessica Braun always talked about that Holy Grail palette, and it looks so pretty, and I always am like, I should pick that up because I've heard a lot of people say it's good, and she always talked about how that one was good, so this might be the time. I really have been wanting to try that palette for a long time. I have a lot of expensive things on my list, so we'll see. But those are kind of the main things I'm looking at for my wish list. I hope that this video was helpful for you. I always love making these kinds of videos. Love the Sephora sale. Let me know down below what you are getting. I am very interested to hear. You might convince me to pick up some more things. And if you enjoyed this video, I hope that you will subscribe and give it a like. I post every single day here on YouTube. If you're already subscribed, I hope that you will hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you guys. Bye.